swim, swap a bed, I just keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fight and it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM, man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Huddle like, whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in this pizza, they get fees, a little bacon, stop the vault until the cheese is done. Fools are paying me like I don't even go to beaches, rather be here on the feet or something. Best believe it's decent, wavy man, I see sick, chillin' in the deep end. Every weekend, see me, you can depend on it, cause I mean it. Coming up, you can even find a way to flood it up. You done enough, 10% stimulate and run it up. Point system looking like a flying where they won't miss a solid contribution. Could've pointed out enough. I met up with Matt, had a really good chat. He's telling me bet up your army does laps. That orbit does this meteor setting when no one's expecting it. We watching it happen, in a pool of Meteora, watch me swim, swap a bed, I just keep it going. I'm kinda like I'm reading orders. Depth pool, got a fight and it full of high hopes. Look at my flow, DLM, man, keep it liquid, it's never not so. Huddle like, whoa, talking about slippers, bro, I don't even know that hoe. Easy in this pizza, they get fees, a little bacon, stop the ball until the cheese is done. Fools paying me like I don't even go to beaches, just be here on the beer.
GMet, everybody. GMet. Office hours are starting now. Office hours by the community, for the community. So we're here to just kind of shoot the shit today, answer questions, whatever you guys want to talk about, we're going to talk about today. So got a lot of GMets out there. Let's see, GMet, where are we from? Where we got people from here? I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Texas in the house. Howdy.
Texas.
Yeehaw.
Philippines over here.
Philippines.
I'm from Serbia, but I officially declare that I live on Meteora.
All right. Meteora, Hungary, Peru, Malaysia, Canada.
Hey, Canada, come get your weather.
Oh,
It's cold down here.
Canada, Netherlands. Hey, Nashville.
Tennessee.
Somebody else in the U.S. Nice. North Carolina. All right. Another American. Jacksonville. I lived in Jacksonville. I lived there for about 5 years.
Oh,
Hong Kong. All right. Another representing Asia.
Right on.
Awesome. All right, guys. What are we going to talk about, HMC? I heard there was a token that launched a little over 24 hours ago. I don't know.
I think it was a small one.
Yeah.
Tiny little launch.
Yeah. What was the market cap on it? I don't.
17 Brazilian.
Yeah. That's not that high. Only 17.
Just 17.
Yeah.
I mean, we just made like Meteora the #1 DEX every night.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. It's we got a little bit of volume. It's kind of interesting to see what's going on there. What are we at right now? Let's see. What's crazy is that the volume actually surpassed the volume of Sol USDC, which is fucking insane.
That is insane.
All in like one DEX as well. That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And even the Trump USDC volume is higher than the Sol USDC volume, which is it's unheard of. Never seen that happen. It's crazy.
Yeah, and and I played small with it, but I turned like 2 Sol into 6.5 so far.
It's crazy.
With it. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've been kind of using small bags myself, but yeah, it's fun. It's an interesting one to play. A lot of options. I mean, it's just insane the number of markets there are for it. I mean, I'm just kind of looking at here. I guess I can share my screen.
It's crazy to think he hasn't even tweeted anything.
I know, right?
What if he says something at the inauguration?
Oh my god! I
Call
don't
that-
know.
Call that
I
meow
wouldn't
and
put it
bin
past
cow.
him. It's like Ben's on the platform
Yeah,
with his sunglasses, the Met
Right.
sunglasses.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we would
what-
have to rebrand next week to MedStamble then.
Am I sharing my window there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, look at this shit. That's insane. 3.5 billion on Trump Sol pairs. 2.3
Oh,
billion on Trump USDC pairs, and Sol USDC not even a billion. But still, I mean, that's still a lot of freaking volume on Sol USDC. It's just been crazy, and
We
even the stable
we were
pool.
so wrong to try and convince him not to turn on protocol fees.
Right, right, yeah, it's crazy, and yeah. So now the LP Army or the Treasury's building up pretty nicely with all those fees getting generated from all that volume. It's kind of crazy.
Otto.
Otto,
Hey, Ro.
Meme 3.
GMET, what's
Hey.
going on, man?
What a couple of days. You guys nailed it. Just bananas.
It's been crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean volumes to match the Jupe launch, really.
Yeah, I think exceeding it, right? I don't even
Potentially.
think
I don't even
think
remember.
saw
It
that kind of
was
volume.
Jupiter was massive, but there was probably less volatility. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. HMC, they're saying that you're ready for the dev war.
Yeah, I am. I got it all, baby. I'm ready.
Hey, Otto, what's that in your name?
Yo, man, we have a Met LP Army liquid staking token, and it's cranking out some fees. Good way to park your soul. And
I think the yield is 8.75% now, right?
over 9. Yeah.
Oh man.
Awesome. Yeah, stake your LP soul, stake your soul in LP soul. Support the LP Army. Otto's been heading that up. Otto, maybe you can chat a little bit more about it.
Yeah, happy to. I mean, probably should keep it high level and unless people ask specific questions. But basically, in Solana, the network has an inflation rate, and if you are just holding SOL, you're being inflated, which of course is counterintuitive because what it really means is you're losing value to the emissions rate. And that's currently sitting at about 7.4% so per year. So that's nothing compared to what you can earn from DLMM, of course. But if you are parking your SOL, you want to keep it in a liquid staking token because then you are liquid and have access to it, as opposed to native staking, which you could do in your wallet, which will have a cool off period when you unstake. So you kind of lose the ability to you lose that liquidity for about 48 hours. That's the kind of super high level. But getting into more detail, like you can, by staking SOL, you're helping to make the network more resilient because all of the voting and everything that makes the blockchain network operate requires people to stake value and put value at risk to keep the network going. And all the validators, all the computers that create this network have to pay for voting to validate all of the trades that go through the network and keep it secure. So that's kind of a super, engineering for poets kind of definition of a blockchain. But not only are you supporting the LP Army, you're supporting the Solana network that is basically this big ledger in the sky. Did I make
Yeah.
everyone go to sleep? Or
No, it's good,
No,
man.
no.
And maybe you can drop the token address there, and maybe we can get a banner up with that token address.
Yeah, sounds good.
We've had a question. Where do we go to stake LP Sol? Is there an unstaking period?
Yeah, let me drop a link. I mean, there's plenty of places. You can just buy it on Jupe. It looks like we're earning 10% right now. So That's it's all on chain. So, but the combination of Sol emissions as well as Jito tips, and the true APY according to StakeWiz is about 10% right now. So phenomenal yields. That's going to change. These are more short term, and then to buy it, you don't have to. You can just swap for it. And so let me bring that up.
It's starts with 1P capital RMY, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see if we get a. I'm gonna.
Actually, I was going to paste the.
There we go.
I was going to paste the link in it, but this is the actual CA.
I got it.
Yeah.
Cool. And
there we go.
here's the.
Oh, that's cool. 1P army.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I know it looks a little funny, but with base 58, so in crypto you have to use a different character set than the normal 1 through 9 and A through Z, because there's too many characters that look like one another. So in crypto, L is 1.
It's kind of like leet speak, right? From back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at the end of the contract address, it almost says rich, and that's what might happen if you
You're right. Yeah.
if you stake with it.
Oh my gosh, I never noticed that. I love it, Chief.
That's great.
That's hilarious. Total accident. Not only is it rich, it's rich.
Yeah,
Right. That's
it's
awesome.
rolled R, like rich.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, so that's the long and the short of LP Soul. And there's a ton of really cool engineering and development going on the actual kind of low level network, which I find super interesting, and may even result in some interesting incentive structures down the road. But it's worth calling out because the chain has been performing so, knock on wood, so well lately, and handled all that Trump volatility so well. Like I don't know, what was it like for you guys? For me, it was buttery, but
It was good. I mean,
okay.
I had my fees set pretty damn low.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to bump it up much. One thing I did, I switched over to Jito tip, and that seemed to help because I was trying to
Okay. Yeah.
I was trying to confirm transactions just using regular validation with the priority fee. I wasn't having very good luck with that, but when I switched to Jito tip, it was working pretty well, and I didn't have to really bump up the transaction cost a whole lot either.
Yeah. Hey, Jason Squarepants, that's the liquid staking token. So it's equivalent in principle to Sol, but it receives staking rewards from the Solana network directly. So basically, you get the value of that will equal 10% more Sol after a year.
Yeah, so it's very similar to all the other liquid staking tokens out there: Jito Sol,
Right.
Jube Sol.
Yeah,
Now
but
we
you're
got LP
supporting
Sol.
the LP army here.
Yeah, exactly. Supporting the LP army. Yeah, you can buy it on Jupiter. That's really the easiest way to acquire it. And if it's cheap, if it ends up being cheaper to mint it, then buy it. All that happens automatically through Jupiter, right, Otto?
That's right. Yeah, and Sanctum. We're using the Sanctum Infinity pools. So that was another Solana innovation over the last year. And we don't have to park a ton of liquidity in order to support liquid staking token, which is really convenient.
Yeah.
What is it now? The APR? Did you say 10?
10%. Oh, I posted it in the wrong. They posted in the wrong.
Yeah, that's all right. We got you covered, man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a liquid staking token. No
Exactly.
need to stake it. That's right. Yeah, just put it in your wallet. You can park it in a ledger. It's natively rebases, which also means there's no tax implications and all that.
That's right.
Although, is that true? Don't listen to me about taxes. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that because it
What
all
are-
Oh no,
depends on
too
your
late now.
jurisdiction. I
What
know.
are taxes?
NFA, yeah.
Wow.
What's taxes, precious?
But Otto said
Yeah.
I could do.
No, Otto was talking about taxes, not taxes.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Some
What else is
people
going on,
asking,
guys?
will there be other pairs in the DLMM for LP Soul? Could be a fun thing to set some pools up.
Yeah. I'm in early discussions so that would require someone adding more liquidity and parking it there and kind of managing it.
Oh, okay.
Or we could put it in dynamic
I think
pools.
in the DLMM. Oh, you would. Okay, so never mind.
I mean, it would be cool if we pair it with some kind of meme, maybe with Trump, and just chuck in a few soul and see how it does.
That's true. It should get a shit ton of volume probably with Trump. Not a bad idea.
Yeah. So I'm in early talks with Ben about potentially putting some liquidity in there. It doesn't make sense to do it at my scale, of like
Yeah.
tens or hundreds or whatever. But like, you might be right. Just experimenting, seeing what happens, because you never know where Jupiter's going to route stuff. Really.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it's got sufficient liquidity, Jupiter should, and with all the volatility on Trump, it should grab some volume. Be interesting.
Do you know who might know? The guy who does the seal, the M3 seal. He seems to create a pool for every pair.
Oh yeah.
Suckman?
I don't know his
I
name.
have
I
some
can't
seal
remember his name.
locked. I might as well. I'm part of that community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That with him.
But I noticed he's always opening pools with seal, like paired with something else. You're right
Thanks.
on
Yeah,
the
I'll check
front
that out.
line of crypto when you're doing all those pools, out there in the wilderness.
We got a
Yes,
question about. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna finishing up on the LP Soul thing. The LP Army liquid staking token, because I'm in the Solana Foundation delegation program. They match the soul that gets staked. So any rewards that come from that match are going to go to the LP Army. So that's one of the main ways it kind of rewards the LP Army and helps build up that treasury, which, I mean,
It should be
after
in pretty
Trump
good shape right now.
yeah, right. But like after Trump, it's all silly, right? Like everything
Yeah.
just pales in volume and amount to whatever Meteor is, facilitating through that, the fee generation from that. But anyway, it helps a little bit, right?
Yeah. So somebody's asking about the Pocket Pay launch and in Meteora and how to be eligible for an airdrop. So it's probably actually a better question for the Pocket Pay team, but
I can answer that one.
all right, go ahead, Mario.
The airdrop is the airdrop is supposed to be on 23rd. They will airdrop to all LP Army private and LP Army role holders on our Discord, as long as you submitted your wallet through the Subber campaign before they sent out the announcement.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you, Mario. And we can flash up the URL for that. Oops.
Got it.
Sorry.
Sounds good.
So you guys can go to Subber and then you can connect your wallet to your Discord account. And then so whatever wallet you connect, that's where your airdrop will get there. So make sure to do that soon. I don't know when they're going to take that snapshot. I mean, I hope they will do it, shortly before they do the drop. But the sooner you get in there and connect your subber, the better.
So in addition to M3, or are they doing Mario? Are they doing a sec?
It
Are they
is a
doing
separate
both?
airdrop. I'm
Oh,
not sure
okay.
if they're doing M3. This is going to be for the LP Army specifically. So I'm not sure about the M3 airdrop.
Okay, and for privates as well. Otherwise, you wouldn't be saying anything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that is
Yeah.
correct. All of the privates at the moment will get it.
Oh, there was some confusion in the Telegram, in the meme 33 Telegram about, is it privates, is it Army, so on.
So somebody's asking, is there a way to view points? So I built a tool to look at your profitability and also to help estimate your Met points generated from fees. So you can check that out. It's open source, and I've got it up on GitHub pages. So if you go to that link there, you can see your profitability over time, and also get an estimate on your points. So in addition to that, so Kagran, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Otto. Is it Kagran? I don't know.
I think it's Kagran, but I
Kagran.
thought Batman was Batman, so don't listen to me.
So I know Kagran's working on a Dune dashboard that's actually it's gonna be like a whole leaderboard of all wallets doing all the LMMing. So be on the lookout for that. Actually, if you go to Dune and look up Kagran, I think Kagran 0 is his handle. You can get a look at that. So I think there's still going to be some additional work he's got to do on it to make sure it's honed in right, but definitely check it out. Let me see. Actually, I wonder if I can pull it up.
He also did some cool depth of market
Yes.
analytics on Dune to
Yeah.
give people a better idea of the full extent of DEX volumes or DEX market depth
Yes.
outside and including Meteora, which are really cool for I don't know, for the larger cap tokens.
For sure. Here, let's take a look at what he's got here. Let me zoom this a little bit. So yeah, he's got a lot of great dashboards and queries. Let's take a look and see if we can find the one he's working on now. Swap fee stats. Yeah, I don't think he's got the dashboard published yet. But he might
What's he
have
working on at the moment?
some queries. What's that?
What was he working on at the moment? Oh, you don't know.
Working on a leaderboard, basically
Oh,
using Dune data. Bring up a leaderboard, and then you can check your fees on there and estimate your points. But he's got some swap stats here. I don't know. It was like a refresh an hour ago. Is this Trump here? This might be Trump.
Probably.
Yeah. And the market depth, this one's really cool. I think it's this one, right? Yeah, so this one you can kind of see how liquidity stacks between Orca and the DLMM. So you can potentially see where there might be opportunities to provide liquidity in certain price ranges where Orca may not be providing liquidity. So
yeah, it was awesome before
this hasn't been
fees
refreshed.
went to 1 basis point everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pushed us all into the volatile pairs.
I wonder if I go to his queries. Let's see if we can find it here. If you can sort by. Here we go. P&L gains for wallet. So I think this is for like a specific wallet. Why is this thing? I think it's because increase the font size. And then you can see all of your pairs, your mints, and then he's got some that total it up. Let's see if we can find it. Leaderboard. Here we go. Updated 9 hours ago. He's been hard at work on this thing. So positions, gains, average gains versus holding, fees. One thing I told him that would be good to include in here is total deposits, withdrawals, as well as fees. So that way you can do, just kind of manually check to make sure everything's looking good, everything looks reasonable. But yeah, this is a little bit of alpha for you guys. It's good stuff. Kagan has been hard at work on this. Got any more questions? What else we got?
Guys,
of course, everyone's asking about rules, HMC.
Yeah, HMC, when are the rolls coming? Come on, man.
Your favorite question.
I'm going to start removing people. Okay, well, I'm going to give you guys an update here. Boot camp forms close in 4 minutes. Right now, we are sitting on, for day 1, 10,387 submissions.
Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah. For day 2, we are sitting on 8,878.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah, for real, guys. I mean, I'm not even starting until
Let's go.
Yeah, after this call,
LFG,
it's still
baby.
takes time. We have an auto grader. Thank you, Geek Lad, for the day 2 submissions, but even that takes time. I won't even be able to do that all in one chunk. But
6,000 is kosher, by the way.
Yeah, probably.
We gotta check if Evan is on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is it? Did you apply? Yeah.
Huh. What?
Me and Evan still don't have a role, so we're trying very hard.
Okay. Here, let me see if I can't ban you from the server. And so it's not going to be done by tomorrow. That much I can promise you.
Day after tomorrow.
Yeah, day after tomorrow for sure.
Because one thing that I do, guys, is for every one that fails, I check it manually to make sure that was this okay? Was there a problem? But I also mark the why, right? Because invariably people will come and ask, after all the roles are issued, and they're like, why? And so I make the notes. It's well, this is why. So just please be patient with me. I'm gonna do everything that I can to get it done before I leave for Cat Istanbul, but I make no promises. I mean, dude, this is a lot. So just be patient, please.
Everything's happening after Cat Istanbul. I'm still waiting for my ASR, man. I want to get my ASR from Jupiter. They haven't even announced how much it's going to be, but I think it's going to be nice and juicy.
Yeah.
Who's going to Cat Istanbul? We got a
going
bunch
to
of guys
Mat
here, right?
Yeah, me, Mario, Alex, Chief, Gosha, Rizop. Not sure who else.
Fuck yeah, man.
We got some people from the team going. I don't know who else. It's a bunch.
I guess did the DLMM house fall through since Ordinary Bob stepped back?
There's no word on that. I don't
Okay.
think that's happening.
Didn't come together. Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You're going, man.
Hell yeah.
You're a star.
Dude.
People are gonna be swarming you.
Yeah.
And the Turkish community has been so welcoming and helping, because like I would have a bunch of questions for them, because it's
Yeah.
like crazy, because like Discord is blocked in Turkey, and we're like, how are you guys getting on? They're like, VPN. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, a whole bunch of VPNs are blocked in Turkey, so I'm like, shoot, what are you guys using? And they're like, well, we're using Kaspersky, and I'm like, and and I'm American, and I can't buy Kaspersky. No,
If
Oh,
if
for
you need
real?
consulting on VPNs, you can ask me. We have we have everything banned as well.
yeah,
So we're kind of cooperating with this.
You're
yeah,
banned from like every angle you could possibly come
I
from.
know. I
Yeah.
mean, I'll figure it out. I mean, I have my company's private VPN. We'll see what works, but they're going to help me figure it out. But these guys, they're like super welcoming, some of them excited. People are asking for my autograph. I'm like, oh my God, please don't do that.
They're gonna ask you for roles there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Right.
ask you in person when am I getting my role?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I mean, cut to the point. You also asked for a cow, and they said they're gonna bring it to you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what you should do, HMC, is just get a bunch of index cards and just write LP Army Private and just
Right.
start
Yeah.
handing them
Here you go.
to
Here's your
people.
roll.
Here's your
oh,
role.
that's a good idea. You should do it for everyone.
There you go.
Man, yeah. Print off some little cards. Yeah. Yummy roll.
Yeah.
This will get you one bonk.
Should figure out how to get a smoker out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Cow.
Do some
Yeah.
some pulled pork.
Istin, they don't do. I wouldn't expect to find pork in Turkey.
No, brisket though, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Biscuit. Nice
But
biscuit.
yeah, they're about to run out of kebabs. I can tell you that.
They've got some great sauces. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm super excited.
How long are you going?
My plane leaves Wednesday.
I mean, you staying there for just the weekend or like power move?
Yeah, fly home Monday.
God bless you, man.
Yeah, it's a long way, bro. It's a
I'm
long
gonna
way
be-
for Chief too.
I'm gonna be freezing my ass off in Green Bay on Wednesday.
Screw that.
Yeah. Not
Hell
Too
much-
bad they're not in the playoffs.
yeah.
Man,
I mean, you
How
still got
long
time
is
to
it
change
flight
your mind.
from the United States to Turkey? I believe it's over 10 hours, isn't it?
Only 10 hours.
yeah, it's a long way, bro.
Photon, you're not going to Kastanbul, are you? Oh, he must be looking for his mute now.
Yeah, well, he chose to mute himself.
Magica, are you going? Oh man, nobody can find their mute button.
What are you hoping to get out of it? Heavy metal?
Sorry. I was
Yeah, go
listening.
ahead.
It's because it's too noisy over here. Like I'm not going. Can't
Yeah.
travel right now. But someone said that heavy metal is making a concert in Istanbul. Is that true?
Yeah,
It is, yeah.
absolutely.
I signed him up for barbecue. That's all I know.
Is it a live version of the boot camp song?
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
Right. He's gonna perform.
Don't
the
forget
PR
to-
song.
Classical music and chill.
Oh my God. So I mean, I'm ready for the mosh pit, but
There you go.
hell yeah.
How about you, Gosha? Are you going?
Yes, I'm going. I was thinking for a while, but it's really like a, I think 3 hour flight for me. So
Oh yeah, that's no
and
brainer.
it's kind of cheap here. I don't know why. It's for me. It's I think like $180 round trip. So
Oh, that's awesome.
you know,
Yeah. My problem is that I forgot that my passport is out of date.
Oh.
Oh no.
So here it takes 30 days to take a passport. So
Oh, 30 days is pretty quick compared to here. Here, I guess if you do expedite, you might get it in 30 days, right, Otto?
yeah.
Oh man. The State Department here is super slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be assisting telepathically.
Sorry, you're kind of faint, Photon. You might have
Really?
the wrong microphone.
Is it
Yeah,
better?
someone needs to control the Discord while you always like partying and drinking and have a good time.
Yeah, somebody's got to hang back, right?
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, so Otto asked what do you want to get out of it? I think we all want to just have fun and meet each other and just see where it brings us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, that alone's worth the trip. I agree.
Make sure you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
But
for
it-
sure.
make sure
But
you
there's
guys
going to be some cool stuff with Jupe, I'm sure.
Partying and drinking is not going to be a thing.
make sure you guys pour one out for me. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be there.
For us, I'm not going to
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, and I got my custom t-shirts or muscle shirts made. Like I already have my LP Army one, but I have
Show
one
us.
made. Yeah.
Can you
had
show
one
us?
made. Let's see, I have to put that together on a demo. Because actually, I can show you here. Maybe we'll see if it.
Oh, little alpha here. Nice.
Yeah. So. This one
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, get it to show very well. But the dead Dow right there.
That's
and
awesome.
On
That's
the
my
back,
favorite
I don't know
one.
how this will show up. See, it just says like what is dead may never die. And
That's awesome.
and then I got my goose one. And this one I thank Andrew Tate for this. Not the celebrity, but like our official LP Army shit
Our
talker.
celebrity.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he helped me with that goose art, and then I just got on the back
Classic.
I mean I realize it's mirror image, but you get the drift.
That's awesome. No, it shows up. It shows up good for us. It's not mirrored.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just mirrored on your end.
It's just mirrored on my end, but of course I've got my classic LP Army strong. Yeah, I'll be there doing poses and whatnot, and it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Awesome.
Super excited.
Imagine in a few years, like heavy metal autograph worth more than 10 Sol.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I hope the market doesn't crash that bad,
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
Kind of scrolling through chat here, see if there's any other questions.
Yeah, there is one that's popping up. So when are the rolls being issued?
Oh my god. Who knows, man? Somebody should
Stop
fire
making
that
t-shirts. It's not doing rolls. God.
Yeah, focus, man.
Yeah, focus. Speaking
Get
of,
with it, man. Come on. What's taking you so long?
Actually,
You closed forums 8 minutes ago. Why aren't you done yet?
actually, they ran 8 minutes long, but
Oh shit. He still hasn't even closed the forums.
all right, they're closed now. That's
All
it.
right.
So the final count on
Nice.
day one forums, 10,420. Yeah, you heard me. That's pure luck. Oh, and this is even better. For day two, 8,969.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So this is all-time high on applications.
For now.
Yeah, I mean you could say that by a little bit. Yes. Yeah, actually let me pull up last month's boot camp. And someone I saw earlier, someone asked, will there be more? Yes, we do this every month. Every month we're gonna have an English boot camp, and I'm saying defining or clarifying that as an English one because we have international boot camps. Geek Lad and Photon ran Spanish version last or early this month.
Yeah, we did it like the first weekend.
Yeah, added over 200 LP Army privates. So, and that's awesome. The Turkish community is running one in February. I don't have those dates in front of me, but that stuff will be announced. and the French community is looking at doing one here shortly. And I mean, we're just like expanding. Okay, so Meteora Bootcamp number 10. I can't tell you how many. We got botted on that one, so I had to change the way the forms were. That was like 33,000, but it ended up being about a little over 2K of legit submissions there. And or maybe it was like 3K, whatever. The day 2 forms submitted for Bootcamp 10 was 2,692. Oh, and Katie, and someone asked about a Portuguese bootcamp. I totally forgot. The Portuguese community actually ran one, and they kind of did it in their own little Discord.
DAO, right?
Yeah, Cooking DAO. They ran one there. We're bringing them into the official, full on fold. When that's going to happen, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna help them with the Portuguese bootcamp this time. The next one.
Sweet.
We don't have a date yet, but they are translating the material from the English bootcamp, and after that's done, we have a date.
That's awesome. I love it, Magica.
Yeah, love to hear it.
So it's blowing up, man. Ben tasked us with getting LP Army privates to 10K. He wanted that by the end of 2024. I think we're a month late, but we'll get there.
Damn close.
With this one,
it doesn't even include the hype from Trump coins, so I think the next one will be even larger.
Next one's gonna be big. Yep.
Someone asked about an Italian one. I have a guy working on that one. When it'll happen, I can't give you a date, but yeah, we've got so many people doing stuff in that space. It's fantastic. I love it.
I gotta refill my carafe.
Oh my god!
I'm out of coffee. I'll be right back.
Man, you should just take pre-workout. Get all your caffeine in one shot.
That's a huge mug of coffee.
Yeah.
And it was full. It's not fake. It was full an hour ago.
Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, happy TVL all-time high.
I know, right?
Yeah, let's keep that.
Crazy. Just looking at the homepage. 106
Those numbers are telling me
billion
that
swap
Chief
volume.
needs to do another boot camp. That's what
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with me. It's all Chief.
Now we can vote.
The Trump holder wallet count has kept going up. It just hasn't stopped yet.
Yeah, it's going mainstream, that's for sure.
I think like most of us like slept it over, but this is ultimately what we needed to propel us higher. And there's so many interested parties now that want to use Meteora tech. So I think like this year will be our year, and anyone who's in the LP army has the advantage. Think about it. People are just getting into Sol. How long will it take them to get into, liquidity providing? So we have the edge. Just, get through the boot camp and join us in the LP army. And this year will be your year as well.
If real, nobody else is doing this, and at least not for free. And I mean, if someone's charging you to learn the deal, man, walk away. Whether you learn it from us or someone else, you shouldn't have to pay for this. That's why we do it. We do it to educate people because it's a lot harder than just making a swap on Jupiter. So
it is.
And
also we want to.
Well said.
We also want to just. I don't know. Personally, I'd like to help more people learn how to do this because it's a lot less risky than just gambling on the meme coin. And if you're new, it's a much safer way to build up your portfolio. I don't want people to join crypto and then leave because they got wrecked.
Agreed.
Yeah. I love what you're doing, Chief, man. You're doing it's awesome.
What heavy metal? What do you think about basically like the first 5 or 6 thousand? Nobody was promised anything for the role,
Yeah.
and then that kind of changed. It was before Trump, but that changed a little bit. I
Well,
still think it's one of the best kind of anti-Sybils out there because people have to do real work and show results.
yeah.
Like, I still think it's a real solid list of humans.
Yeah.
But do you have any thoughts on that generally?
Well, first I'll start by saying promise is a very strong word. And I don't think anything is guaranteed.
Yeah, there was nothing promised, is what I said. Yeah, there was
Oh,
nothing promised. Yeah,
right. Well, and there still isn't anything promised. But
totally.
I mean, I was kind of on the fence. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, guys. Well, now I'm really going to get the farmers because a lot of people make that assumption. And what so far, to my knowledge, what's been said is like this is not giving you a Met airdrop. Will it get you some other airdrop from some meme coin? I don't know, maybe. But here's the thing: it's like I think in the grand scheme of things, I mean, you get people who show up for like promise of an airdrop, right? You got airdrop hunters, farmers, and they show up for that. But then hopefully, once they start doing it, they were like, oh, you know what? I can actually make real money doing this. Forget the airdrop. I mean, I know for a fact that's how we got Mario. It was like points, airdrop, and then oh shit, I can make some real freaking money here, and so it's like how you get in. So um so what I guess my point is that hopefully, if people are coming to farm, we change their minds and they see that. You're always going to have people who are like here just for the free money and they leave, whatever is going to happen. But I think one way that's how you measuring success, like when my boot camp number 10 day one form got botted. I mean, there was like 30,000 submissions within like overnight the first day. Well, that's how you know you made it, right?
Yeah.
I grabbed attention. I was like, oh crap, I've got to change the way this works, right? So every all those things, it's improvement, it's growing, growing pains, but
Yeah, and I like how you frame that because there's like a natural screen at another level around Met or around DLMMing because there it does not make sense to spread your liquidity out. Like if you want a Sybil to get a roll, that's one thing, but combining that down the road with addresses that actually make money and make fees, like that's kind of another filter in a way.
yeah.
Yeah. The people who are actually providing real liquidity.
Yeah,
consistently.
economic, exactly. They have some skin in the game. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's in the end the real value is learning something, right? Learning how to use the platform, learning how to make fees, and yes, I am drinking a pot of coffee. It helps save me some trips to the coffee machine when I just bring the whole pot. So it's actually an optical illusion. It's really just a coffee mug. My sister-in-law gave this to me for Christmas, and I absolutely love it. So definitely get a lot of questions about it. Yeah, this is my second pot.
I have a question for you guys. How do you feel about Donald Trump being the Met whale? Just absolutely obliterated the leader scored, the leaderboard of Met fees.
Actually, that brings up a good point, right? Ben, I think we still need to draft an amendment to the Met point system to account for coin launches, because otherwise Trump's going to get all the Met points too with all the volume. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, kind of crazy. I
To be
thought
honest, I'm kind
I
of
thought
scared
his
of
Twitter must have gotten
Trump
hacked.
TVL and Meteora. It's basically half of our TVL now. I think that's too much.
Yeah,
Because like and I know, but like that means a lot of TVL is going in, but when you depend on so much on this token, it's kind of scary. At least for me, it's a bit scary.
yeah. No, it's wild. It's wild.
I'd need to get Donald Trump through boot camp.
Wild, wacky stuff. Well, I saw that actually after very careful consideration, Donald Trump was added to the Gustau. So he's officially a member of the Gustau, which is fantastic.
Yeah, we spent some time vetting him, but we decided with the points and his
Yeah.
experience, we can take him in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He did get 84% PNL in his first position ever.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
I mean, I think I don't think he really needed to attend boot camp because he did so well with the DLMM.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, but if you
Yeah.
want the role,
Yeah, that's true.
You got to
maybe
fill
he
the
would have
form.
went 300%. You never know.
Yeah, there are a number of Gustau members that still aren't LP Army privates. So
yeah,
It's atrocious.
gotcha.
Yeah, we
And
have
not-
one in here.
Now Trump is among them. So
I
Maybe we
actually
can
don't know
start
if I
with
have
Baron.
a private role.
What?
what's that?
I said I don't know if I actually have the private role. I think I just went straight to.
LP Army.
Oh no, sorry.
I don't
Yeah.
have it either.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
maybe Chief doesn't have it either. So you need to attend a boot camp, Chief.
Yeah, you need to attend boot camp, brother.
When
Just
will-
open it on your phone and listen to yourself talk.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right. Actually, I don't have LP Army private.
Okay, now we're getting into some issues here.
Oh
All right,
god.
yeah, it looks like I need
You
to.
guys, you guys were saying
Everything's falling apart.
Yeah,
Oh,
looks
man.
like I need to
Rotten to the
remove a bunch
core.
of guys here. So
I think I got it from my teaching wallet. I
Oh,
submitted
I do
my
have the
teaching
NFT.
wallet.
Actually, I've just
Look at
remembered.
Otto, one of the OG teachers, he actually he submitted the form
Oh, did he? Oh, wow.
to himself.
From
Did
the-
you grade your own form, Otto?
Yeah, maybe.
Good for you.
Were you
Otto.
objective?
Wow.
I just think
Right.
it was back then it was easier to get returns, I guess, because I just taught a class and submitted that.
That's awesome. I need
Yeah.
to do actually. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna submit the form the next class, and
I
and get
actually
the LP Army
graduated
private.
twice.
You what?
I did the boot camp twice. I got the roles twice added to me.
Oh, you sybiled.
You're botting.
son of a
You're
bitch.
Not on the same account.
Man,
Now he's got a master's degree. Like,
I
you go.
actually like. I remember when the first boot camp dropped, and it was kept really small. It was like only the first 100 people or so, got in, because keeping it small before it really blew up, and like I didn't, because by then I mean like it's like I kind of know what I'm doing. I'll do this later. Let other people who really need it, get it. I actually didn't even do until number 4, just because that's whenever y'all really started to open it up, and then with like 5 started getting, and so anyway, like kind of took over from there, and and it's been awesome. It's been exploding. I think your first boot camp, Geek Auto, was, I don't know, was there like 20, 40, 50 people?
yeah.
Probably something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And now we're measuring it in the thousands
Yeah.
and thousands. It's amazing, and I give props and shout out, to you, Geek Auto, and I know there's some others who built the foundation of that, got that thing started from the ground zero, and I think it's been one of the greatest things. And I love to be involved. It's a job. Don't get me wrong, bro. It is a job, and I work hard on it, but I love it. And I love seeing people are like, hey, man, I learned so much, or I'm actually profitable now, whether it's me or somebody else, some other instructor. I love it. It's great. It's a great feeling. It's good
Yep.
to watch.
It was and Otto, it was fun doing an encore boot camp with you a couple of boot camps ago. That was great. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was cool. Sign language
That's a
boot
good
camp.
idea. An accessible boot camp.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
It was funny that my mom, who is not going to do it, but when I was a kid, she was,
Why not?
yeah, she's 80, and I still have to help her with her understand how to print or unmute her mic on Zoom. But she when I was younger, man, she's very religious. She would go to church, and she felt like she had a calling to learn sign language, to sign things at the church, the songs, all the scriptures, everything. She would do it just in the off chance that someone deaf would show up. And she learned it, and she's been doing it ever since. She's been up in the front row every Sunday signing. There's no deaf people at her church, but she's doing it, man, and
That's
it's
awesome.
wild. But
That's
she
really
would be
cool.
practicing, driving down the road, and she'd be practicing her sign language while driving. We're like, Mom, hands on the wheel.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. Bless her. She's something else, but Mama Cook.
Mama Cook.
Yeah.
What's going on,
Otto
guys?
and Nicolad, by the way,
Yeah.
you two were the hosts of the first boot camp that I watched and learned from, and that was really a turning point. So thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's fulfilling to see people that attended that first boot camp and are now participating as instructors and moving it forward. It's fucking awesome. It's and that's the flywheel that Ben wanted us to create, and where we educate people, and then those people educate other people. It's fantastic. I think we brought to life the vision that he had for the boot camps, which is fantastic. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity to have been able to participate, and create the first one. And it's it's great. It's awesome.
Totally agree. Yeah, I think Cash might have been part of that kind of original brainstorming session too.
Mhm.
That's now with Jupiter. And then
Yeah.
Chief, obviously you've gone on and surpassed
Yeah, no, he's like on a whole other plane than we are.
the
Oh,
the acolyte
I'm
becomes the
coming for
sensei.
Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cash helped us a lot with the kind of the infrastructure, and he kind of created the template deck for us and got us all hooked up with Restream and all that. And
Oh, yeah, Super
now,
Team. You have some Super Team contacts that put up that website first.
yeah, that was fantastic. And now we kind of Heavy Metal Cooks made it his own, and got us all hooked up on StreamYard. We had discussed it a while back, and now I think StreamYard's a great platform. The one thing that we are lacking is that Q&A feature, but I think we've been managing it pretty well with the StreamYard comments, so that hasn't been a huge problem for us.
It's worked out. And and I mean, I give a shout out to the rest of the instructor team who come on and answer questions, because it's it's really helpful. That's so important, so helpful, because when you're presenting, you can't see the chat, you can't watch that, you can't keep up with all the questions, and like Photon Magic, he did a great job with the Spanish, helping run the StreamYard, and with the last boot camp. So props to him, brother. It is definitely work, and it's a team effort for sure. Boot camp is not just HMC. It's a lot of people who works, and I appreciate every single one of them, man. You guys are fantastic.
Awesome reference there, Otto, to
Hell yeah.
Tenet. This one goes
Final
to
Tap.
Evan.
If you haven't seen Final Tap, man, get on it.
Final Tap.
Yeah, get on it, youngins.
But this one goes to 11. Oh,
Spinal Tap.
whippersnappers.
Classic. Michael
Great move.
McKeon. Those guys are fucking great.
More than 100 million fees. Ban his wallet, please. So someone asked here, is it possible to enter the LP Army community on Subaru's without the NFT? And I'm going to assume that you're talking about the boot camp graduation. You know, it's just a proof of participation. It has no value. The boot camp graduation certificate. That's got nothing to do with it.
But if you have the LP Army role, you can
Yeah.
go into Subber and get it all connected. So you
Right.
don't need to have the NFT.
Yeah. LP Army private, and you don't have to use the same wallet. I mean, the two are not tied together. It's just a NFT. I mean, like if you ever get on one of the Jupiter planetary calls and you submit for the proof of participation, it's like that. The CNFT, it's like you can show your mom that you did something, that you accomplished something, so she can be proud of you. You know, I like to say, you know, show it to your date. Maybe it'll help you get a date, or show it to your girlfriend or whatever.
Oh, in a year or two for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you impress people with it, you know, let me know. But
I'll print mine out and bring it to Istanbul so you can sign it.
Put it on a
nice.
t-shirt.
Yeah.
If I sell mine, am I not a LP Army anymore?
What's
If
that?
you sell yours.
Sell
Like,
yours?
open question.
no.
Like, if I sell
Okay.
my
If you sell yours, you're gonna be banned from the community forever.
Yeah, Insta ban.
Ban.
Can you even
Yeah.
do that?
If I see a
they're
Tensor
so banned.
collection for the LP Army Bootcamp NFT, that's gonna be grounds for instant ban.
It does exist though. I think we discussed it. Someone like I'm not sure about new NFTs which are now issued by. I'm not sure who is doing. Foxy is doing NFTs. No. I think all the NFTs were like some people did sell them and they had like a pretty not a zero value. I don't know why, but people still did it.
Yeah, I don't know. If you could
There's
LP
always a
it, that would be
price.
great. Actually, you know what we should do? We should fractionalize them and create a token, and then people can trade them.
Well, you
We
know,
could
that's
do
the
it.
thing.
We could do it.
So
Maybe
that's
I
a
could do that with
copycat.
mine. Maybe I should fractionalize mine and make a token out of it.
I could talk to Foxy about it. Speaking of, shout out to Foxy for helping me with that.
Yeah, absolutely, Foxy.
NFTs are not my wheelhouse, and we used to get them done for free by a third party, and
I think it was somebody
kinda
from Super Team that was helping us with that as well.
yeah, so like I had to I'd get the wallets to a Meteora team member who would get them over to them, and you know, and they did it whenever they could, and they weren't charging us for it. But it was like, okay, put me in direct contact with them. As soon as I did, they were like, hey, we want to stop doing this. We love you guys, but like we got other things we need to do. I'm like, okay. So I was on a scramble, and I'm like, how do I do this? And connected with Foxy because you know he's done that stuff for the dead community.
Yeah,
and
Foxy's great.
It's great. So, I mean, he's not here, but thank you, Foxy.
Thank you, Foxy. He's the goat.
Yeah, he is. I don't think we're gonna LP here today. The community call is to answer questions. Now, we had earlier. I think it's done in the VC the LP Army up
Yeah,
in chat.
Yusuf was
Yeah,
out there.
yeah, Yusuf, he was running an event, LPing together. So like, watch out for those. But people can always do those anytime.
Actually, that's a great point, and I think we need to bring that up. Is I would love to see somebody in the voice chat on the server all the time, just sharing their screen, talking to people, having fun, shooting the shit, same way we are here right now. I'd love to see that happen organically, and I hope that there's a day where anytime you go into the Meteor server, there's somebody in that voice chat sharing their screen, somebody else watching their screen, talking to them, asking questions, coming up with suggestions. I would love to see that happen. That would be so awesome.
So
Yeah.
I was there with Yusuf. We talked about answer questions, and we already scheduled the next one for the Jupe launch. So
Nice.
everyone they want to join.
Awesome.
When we know when is the Jupe launch is happening, the claim we're gonna get together on VC and farm together, LP together, and that's is our will be happening. So join.
Awesome. Awesome. Love to hear it.
It's also one of the ways that you can, earn your way into the LP army and get the actual LP army role. So if you spend some time to help us grow the community and get, teach everyone else, it could get you the main role.
That's a great point, Mario. I'm glad you brought that up. So yeah, if you want LP Army role, go into the voice chat on the Meteor Discord server. Start sharing your screen. Start talking to people. Start
Yeah,
answering questions.
we don't have like
Earn
set
it.
conditions how to get that, but if you focus on PPP, on growing the LP army, helping the others, it's definitely gonna get you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
A lot
nothing.
of
There's
pe- a lot
nothing
of
in
people I think
stone.
asking how to do this, how to get well. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to comment
Okay.
on it a bit, and I just want to say to some people who are maybe aiming to become a PRME, please don't ask how to get there. If you ask this, like I see a lot of guys, especially in the Russian chat I'm moderating, like getting in, and their first message is how to get LPRME role, like not LPRME private, but how to get LPRME role. And when I see this, I'm kind of, yeah, you're probably not getting it. At least,
Yeah.
like if you I'm trying to stay like not be biased, but we're all the people, and when I see someone entering the server and his first message is this, I'm kind of, yeah, kind of
Skeptical.
you're
Yeah,
not genuine.
it's not really, I mean, the people who are seeking it are less likely than the people who are, just
They're just
they're
doing
here
it.
and they're doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
like all our mods here, these are people who, they've been here and they're doing it for free. And I give, an extra shout out to Gosha here, because Gosha is a ticket answering freaking machine.
Yeah, he is.
He kills it, and he gets on the international VC. I mean, Gosha, dude, you're awesome. And lots of our guys are doing this and answering questions. You guys are fantastic. But they're doing it because they love it, and that's how it happens. People ask me when this international channel, whatever. Well, I mean, we have to have moderators for that who speak that language. And you know, if you just showed up yesterday, I don't know you. Yeah, you're not going to be one, man. You got to prove yourself. You got to be trusted. You got to be somebody. We bring up through the ranks that way. That's how you get there. So it's like,
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no hard and fast rule, no set answer, but you do awesome things for the community, and you whether it's bringing tools, whether it's helping other people learn how to DLMM, you got to do something that people are going to notice, right? Like you know, asking how to get the role, that's not the way. That's not the way to get the role. In fact, like Gosha said, it's almost like a red flag for us that you're, you're less likely to get the role if you're asking how to get the role. So
Can I
it's
just say something about the roles, or I guess like the process? I think a lot of users are programmed to come in, and you have to like do something to get the role. Then you get access to, the closed beta, or you get on the whitelist or whatever.
Yeah.
But here it's all an open book. You learn for free, and you can just get involved. You can start earning money straight away, and no one's going to stop you. It's completely permissionless. And so, really, I guess what we're looking for is like, do you really want to be part of the community or not? And just you'll find whatever route it is that means you're integrating with everyone and authentic, and so if you're trying to farm it, there's no point, because we've front loaded all the value. It's there already.
Yeah.
So the actual, of course, there's even more value when you become a part of the community and your network grows, but in terms of platform, all the value's there ready for you to take.
Yeah. Start making friends.
There's
Speaking of which,
also sorry, just to follow on Chief real quick, Heavy, there's also kind of a wealth gap in terms of you need to have some capital to DLMM. And just so folks know, like if you get into the community and you're trusted, you can actually get grants to LP with from the treasury. So like, that it's a long-term partnership. And
Yeah, I want to expand on
community.
this because
Please.
I personally started with, I got 200 Jupe airdrop on 2 wallets, and that's all of the funds that I used. I claimed that back in April. It was $500. That was all of the capital I used for Meteora, and so far that has brought me more than $250,000 in profit. So it really doesn't matter how big or small your bag is, as long as you're consistent. And it's all about the percentage and the people you meet during your learning process.
Yeah, Mario's king, man. I don't know. Mario's unbelievable. I can't do it like he does. I taught him how to do it, and now he's trying to teach me, and I still can't learn because he's fucking killing it, man.
Yeah,
it's oiled a week.
I was tracking Alex, what he was doing when I joined, and big props to him, because if he wasn't around, I probably wouldn't get into the degen stuff. I was asking myself how he can sleep with the positions open in such risky coins, but we've all done it now, so props to him. He's the GOAT.
Yeah. Now we know that he doesn't sleep, and that's the answer.
right?
There you go.
Yeah.
So take a moment just to say, shout out for those who don't know, Alex is one of our LP Army leads. He was added last month, and Chief, for welcoming him as one of the new LP Army leads. It's amazing, and thank you, Chief. So welcome to the party.
Today I came across a really old tweet, not that old, but of me posting one of my first P&Ls, where I made $4, and one of the comments was Alex with his bag emoji and a W, and he hasn't stopped doing that since. And that's kind of what he's like. It's insane. He's so consistently like rooting for everyone.
Yeah, he does.
Sometimes I think Alex is a AI bot from the future.
Quite possible. Yeah.
I think there's actually clones of Alex and Mario. I think there's multiple of them.
I think there's one that lives in Asia, another in Europe, another one in US. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. This is the way.
Yeah. But you could definitely do it with a small starting capital. You really can. You do have, and it's actually like an interesting way to cut your teeth as a trader, because you tend to gravitate to the higher risk pools, because you can get, a 30-40% pretty quickly. And so then when you start graduating to the bigger pools and things that are moving more slowly, it just feels kind of easy.
I think for people who have like less capital, I agree. It's really like not actually capital, but like risk tolerance. For me, like Meteora was so kind of this year, like the bull run was mostly about meme coins, some volume and a lot of stuff like pump fun. And myself, I'm coming from the scene of NFTs, like in like 3 years ago, and at that time you couldn't like lose all your money on an NFT. Like it can rug, like like we've seen, but it was kind of not like it has kind of a flaw where you can like get out and not lose all your money. And I didn't really like trading a lot because I never did, and I only did NFTs, and I still don't like trading. And Meteor is like I really like what Chief said on the last bootcamp, that you are kind of doing a service for traders and not actually like you are trading, but kind of barely you are doing a service for traders. And like I would never buy any of like meme coins ILP. I would be too scared. But because I know what my positions are actually profiting not from the like price action, but from fees. I don't really mind, and that was something I never thought like existed. I never knew LP was a thing. I needed like a day to understand what it is, how it works. So yeah, people who are like we have very low risk tolerance. You can earn a lot of money here doing risky things, but not entering too much risk as you do when trading. At least that's kind of my way of doing this.
Yeah, I think it's a much better way, I think, of de-risking, right? When you're providing liquidity in the DLMM, and you can basically trade through the DLMM. That's essentially what Mario does with a lot of these really high flying new launches, and basically swing trading them through the DLMM, which is a great way to print fees and also get some capital appreciation too. I think one thing I would love to see, and I think we're starting to do this, and it's starting to happen. We're starting to reach sort of a critical mass of converting traders into LPers, right? And it's just such an effective way of divesting. If you acquiring a token, it's a great way to acquire the token, and it's a great way to divest yourself of a token as well, just doing it through the DLMM instead of straight up swapping it. Why pay fees to buy a token when you can get paid fees to buy a token? It's awesome. It's great.
We don't want too many people, because then no one trades and then there'll be no volume to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Never mind. Forget what I just said.
I mean, I kind of felt it a little bit with the meme 3 meme. Everyone staked on that, and then it just felt like it was really hard to get anything from it.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of volume. Yeah.
I don't know. I did good on it, but I fumbled because I sold on that dip. But first 10 minutes, I think I made like 10K in fees and in profit. But of course, I didn't take it.
Hell yeah, that's wild.
Classic.
One of the
It's a good question here.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
Well, this will be a change of subject. So if you want to.
I was just going to say, I thought it was cool how as the market making opportunities shifted to higher volatility, newer pairs, that I had trouble with that transition when the fees on the larger cap tokens dropped so low. And what I thought was awesome, and what I didn't see coming, is that the market makers, particularly on Meteora, just figured out how to develop new tools that would allow them to more accurately analyze the new issuances. I thought that was just super cool. Anyway.
Yeah. No, it's been freaking awesome. And it continues to evolve, right? it's improving all the time. Chief, you
Yes, we're
had a question?
working on the honk swap index for you guys,
Yeah, there you go.
which is a
Hell yeah.
a thing.
That'll bring me back. I'm coming back.
Yeah, baby.
So basically, it'll give you essentially a fear and greed index for swap volume on the DLMM. And we'll build it into a Discord bot, so you can just see at a glance.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that sounds nice.
Are the waters, fair, or are they choppy? Because sometimes you can kind of be in your routine, and then it's like, what's going on? Everything's dipping, and yeah, you need something to give you a little bit of a like what the overall signals are. Of course, we're in max greed now, but before it can go from nothing to 100 so quickly, and vice versa. So what I was going to say before, someone's asked this question, talking about small capital, what would be the best approach when DLMing? Let's say someone with 500 should be using around 5% riskier positions or a new launch, or a more stable and slow approach. I'm curious to know, what did you go through to transform 500 into $250,000? I mean, I didn't make $250,000, but
Yeah,
Mario.
I can answer that.
Yeah.
So when I started, I went for risky stuff. I mean, I still do, but when I was starting, since I had 500, I used 50 or 100 for my positions. I didn't really care about using 5% of your portfolio, because you can't like grow big if you use $25 positions. But if you use 50, 100, or one sol, that's a pretty decent start. And I pretty much compounded. When I made a few K, I increased my positions to one sol. Then after that, my positions were 3 sol, and I kept doing 3 sol positions up until like 2 months ago. And with using just those 3 sol positions, I was able to make 6 figures. And after that, I started compounding my earnings and using larger positions. And that's really the key. When you have more liquidity, you can put your liquidity in multiple coins at the same time and print on a few coins. So that's really the key, diversification. And I think like you really need to take some risk if you want to grow your small bag to something big. But you definitely need the knowledge. So boot camps, community, you really need that. I did this only because I had the support from the community, and that's why I joined the LP Army to help by giving back some of the knowledge that I got.
Yeah, I would second that. Like you incrementally increase and always try and be slightly outside of your comfort zone in your like position size. And then if you feel like it hurts too much when you get a loss, like maybe you need to scale it back a little bit until you feel more competent. And then the other really key thing is like try and connect with other people who are going through the same stage of the journey as you, and they can really like encourage you. There's a couple of times where I've seen Mario ape and I've gone, oh shit, I need to ape. And it worked,
Yeah, actually, I also spent like the first 3 months just learning how to preserve my capital, because my bag was so small. I did have I could put in external money, but I didn't do it out of principle, because if I lose this 500, what guarantees me that I won't lose the next one? So that's the task that I set for myself. And first I learned how not to lose money, and then making money came after that naturally. But the community is what made it possible for me and for I think everyone else. So LP Army is really the place to be this year.
The one thing I would say, what Chief just said, when he would see Mario ape in, he'd ape in after him. I really would caution you from doing that, because I tried that for a while, and honestly, I don't do it nearly as well as Chief does and Mario does, and I didn't do well at all with it, right? So I saw, I was like, oh shit, Mario's in on this. I'm gonna jump in on it, and then I would screw it up because I didn't know how to manage positions on these high turn meme coins, as well as Chief and Mario, and I you know, admittedly, I still don't do it as well as those guys do. So you got to find a strategy that works for you, and you know, if you are gonna ape in after somebody, make sure you're at a point where you're feeling very, very comfortable with what you're doing, and you're able to manage those positions and do well with them. So I don't know. At some point, Mario, you're gonna have to do a DGen boot camp with me, and so I can learn to do what you guys are doing.
I love that.
When Mario
Goose camp.
Yeah. Well,
It's really like a different mindset to LP digging stuff. At least it seems like this, because you know, just to comment on what Mario said, I think we were like, we came from the same place basically, like from the same channel, and it was hard for me. Although my strategy is like still digging, but it's kind of different from Mario's and from others. And this, by the way, that's very important, because you know, yesterday on international chat, I had a lot of questions of what strategy do I use, and of course I can like tell what I do, but everyone else is doing something like you need to create something like yours, and it's like it's very important, because you would, if you even if you like find a strategy which you like, you will still like customize it to your liking, and if you do this, you will definitely be more profitable than just blindly following someone. And
yeah, I think that's a great point, Gosha. Find the strategy that's working for you, not the strategy that's working for Mario or the strategy that's working for Gosha. You know, find the strategy that's working for Geeklad, right?
Yeah, I mean, you watch out Mario. He's like the king of speed run. You know, he'll go and make he'll be LP for 20 seconds, and he's like, oh, I made my $50. I'm out.
Yeah.
So that's a really good point, actually, to the person asking about starting your portfolio and growing early on. Is you take your profits aggressively, like you take your 5% and you move on, take your 10%, and just keep stacking the wins.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was taking 20-30% as soon as I saw them, and maybe it hurt me in the long run because I wasn't compounding, but it saved me a lot of the losses early on, and it is really the key. Take your profits. Don't wait for a 10x. If you're LPing, you're a liquidity provider, not a gambler. So try to minimize the effect of the luck factor of that gambling that's associated with meme coins, and just do the math, make some rules, and stick to them.
You know, and I think that's a great point. And I like to make this comparison because it's got its similarities to, say, a casino. You know, you're going to go to a casino, and it's really not hard to win some money. Now, it may not be big, but it's not hard to win some money. I do it all the time. The hard part is leaving with that money and not just putting it back in. So same with the dealing. What gets you in trouble, or at least for me, my perspective, what is getting too greedy, not just being happy with the win. So like, oh, I'm going to keep going back. Oh, I'm going to keep going back. I'm going to keep going back. And then, you know, you get wrecked, right? I roll with the assumption that every shitcoin is going to zero within 1 or 2 days. And, you know, keep that mindset. There's more that do that than don't, right? And I mean, even now and then, I'd like with LLM, you know, I'm like, man, I am up like 6 soul on this pig. I'm going to keep riding this honey, and then, you know, wrecked, right? Like lost 3 after fees. So I should have taken my W, you know, waited too long. I got greedy, you know, and that's the way it goes. But like right now, I've pulled out of Trump. You know, I'm not doing anything on that one right now. I don't have time to watch it, but you know, in one wallet, I turned 2 soul into about 6.5, and I'm happy with that. You know, could I have made more? Maybe, but I'm happy with my W. And so you have to get in that mindset, is like, be happy with what you got.
Yep.
You know, and don't worry. Like, I don't know if anybody ever see Crypto Dog. That dude, he made so much money off of that Trump launch, like tens of thousands of dollars. He just made bank, dude. Just
Crypto Dog's got balls. He's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
balls.
he
He's
does.
not-
I mean, like you could buy a vehicle, a brand new car with what he made.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for her. And yeah, I'm a little jealous, but man, he got his W, I got my W. Profit is profit, wins are wins. PPP, baby.
Amen, brother.
Mario, what's up with Prosper?
Oh my god,
Oh, yeah.
insane.
Yeah, that was a crazy win, but it could have been much crazier. I think it's a she. So she bought 160K early on and turned it into 1 million. But if she held it for longer, it would have been around 15 million now. But nobody could have anticipated this big of a pump on that coin. So I think like getting that 1 million W is still a big win. So yeah, but
Yeah.
of course it's gonna feel bad. It's gonna sting for a while.
But I mean,
It's 1 million. How that could be bad?
right, yeah.
It's
But
the
I mean,
mindset that we have. It's when you're LPing and you get out early and it keeps going up. It's hard watching the chart go up, but it's part of the game. When it goes down, we're happy because we usually think every coin will go to zero, and about 95% of the times we're right.
But I mean, Prosper routinely, I mean, obviously they are playing with larger bags, but routinely, posting 50% DLMM positions.
Oh
You know,
yeah, of
she,
course,
I
feeling
I
it.
think Prosper has some kind of I'm not sure, but she has some kind of a strategy which I actually did not know about because she's not writing a lot in GooseDAO. But a guy in international chat who's like who is subscribed to her Twitter and who follows her a lot, actually wondered where we get 400 bean pulls which have a lot of TVL, and apparently that's her. She's actually buying the token, and like the peak of trading, not being like DCing out from this 400 bin pools, which are not really for helping, but yeah, actually for selling tokens. You can't really help in those, and she does it a lot, and that's kind of her kind of sub strategy. You can't say what is strategy, but still, I never knew about it, but. Yeah, kind of mystery solved about 400 bin pools which have a lot of TVL.
Interesting. And she's using those 400. Is she using it to LP or she's using that to acquire the token, or
She has
both?
a very
She's using
simple.
it to sell, I think.
Oh, to sell.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's basically a meme coin trader that buys it a bag when it's young, and then just deposits it in a bid ask on a 400 bin pool, and just hopes it hits. So there's different ways of doing it. And obviously, it's working for them. So,
Yeah,
I guess
like we were saying
a
before,
game.
everybody finds their strategy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a game you can really only do when you have a bigger portfolio, right? Like, 'cause
Yeah,
you need
you
to
gotta have big bags.
take losses.
Yeah.
I'm sure that the losses are hefty too. This.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
not
insane.
everybody posts their L's.
Right.
I do. I don't post my wins mostly.
Yeah, I try to post L's every now and then, right? Good reminder that it's not all, unicorns and rainbows, right? People do lose. So
I think that's the signal when to get in is when Gosha sold.
that's right.
When he says "fuck," it's
Yeah,
time to get in.
like there's a fucko-meter, right? So one fuck, that's a good signal, and if there's more than one fuck, then you're like, all right, now it's time to go in.
We love you guys.
Actually, it's a good point though. Like everyone's staring at the same
Hamish.
information on the chart. Everyone's looking at the same information on the chart, and so if you're feeling like despair, everyone else is as well. That's holding at the same time. So
That's
then,
why I don't look at the chart.
Yeah, you have to come up with ways to avoid the emotion, or you plan.
Just watch to see where the bins are flipping. That's where you watch, right, Mario?
You try to be going against the tide, basically, is what I like to do. So if everyone's buying, I'm trying to sell, basically. If I'm,
early days, I used to just sit there and watch the thing move back and forth. I
It's
was just
it's
like,
hypnotizing. Like
yeah, mesmerized by it. Like,
you
yeah,
see that, you're like,
yeah, get some.
fees.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's what I want to see. I want to see it just go back and forth
Yeah,
fast for like
it's a
hours.
beautiful thing to see.
Yeah.
I mean, a very safe way of doing it is just doing a sol only bid ask, way lower than what you think it will go down to, and then just leave it. See.
And if you want to be even safer, do JLP USDC. You can. I was printing some good fees in JLP USDC. Yes, I mean everything's printing. It's just the volume has been crazy. And for a weekend,
That was my first pool, and I got into Meteora, which was
yeah,
I didn't know what JLP was because I was new into Sol, but I didn't get any Jupe error because when I was doing NFTs, like I was swapping not on Jupe, I never knew about like anything of this, and I saw a chat. It's growing and it's only going up, and it was getting me like with 24 fee to TVL ratio was like 1 or 2%, and I was thinking that's crazy. That's impossible. And I thought it was like a big alpha. I told all my friends, you can see this pool. It's absolutely insane. It never did print 2% a day at that time. It was a lie, which I learned. It was a lie with 24 feet to TVL ratio, but still, I have good memories on it. I had like $10 a day of fees, and I was super happy.
yeah. Oh, that's good.
So
Can't complain
someone,
about that, right? That's a great place to start for sure.
so to radio, he's asking a question here. Any advice on how to create a pool for early gym with a small portfolio? Well, let me start with before you go and create a pool, you need to know what you're doing. You need to know like what types of pools work and what don't. I mean, this thing is permissionless. Anyone can create one, and you look at it in, token, you'll see piles and piles and piles of empty pools
Yeah.
because it's just the inappropriate bin step and fee for that specific pair. So
Well, when I
and the
see
other
that question, my first response is a question back. Do you mean pool or do you mean position? Right? Two very
yeah,
different things. A lot of people they say pool when they really mean position.
yeah,
And then sometimes people
this,
say pool and they do mean pool. So I always respond with like that's the first question. Do you
yeah.
mean pool or do you mean position?
Well, and I mean, and just continuing on the assumption that they meant pool, small, if you only have a tiny bit of TVL and you're the only one in there, you're going to have a bad time. You've got to get other people in there, and that's part of the PPP, right? So it's usually easier to just join one that there's already a sack in there. But you know, it that's the trick is if you have a small bag and you open a pool, great, but you're really
But
not
you're
going to
probably not
earn
even
much.
going to recover the price of the
Yeah,
dinner raise.
you're not going to earn much unless other people join you and increase the volume because that's what's going to get you the swaps to Jupiter. I mean, you can have the lowest fee all day, but if there's not enough liquidity depth
Yeah.
to accommodate trades, you're not going to get the trades.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'd recommend if you've got small bags, don't create new pools.
yeah,
Follow the big bags. Follow where the big pools are, and that's where being a member of the community helps, right? So if you do see something, if you see something you think may be a gem, go into the show off your curves chat. Say, hey guys, check out this token. Can someone create a pool for this? And wait for somebody else to create the pool.
or if you have LP Army private, at least there is the DLMM Alpha channel to talk about those things and do that there as well. So
Like a little comment on what Gikla said, but you need to ask like someone who is new about them in pool opposition. I want to tell a funny story from the tickets. I know probably I shouldn't, but I won't say any names. A guy opened a ticket and sent me like a dynamic pool, like not a DLMM. and asked me why he can't withdraw like all the money in the pool. Like I think 90% was his, and someone else got him. Like I think like it was 28K overall, and 24K was his. And he was saying, why I can't withdraw all the 28K? I was saying him like, that's not your pool, that's not your pool, that's your position. You can't withdraw everything from this pool, even if you created this, like you can't do it. And he was not understanding this. He was, why do I create a pool which is not mine? It's mine. Do you understand me correctly? I was trying to tell him that's not
Yeah.
your pool. It's
That's
like
your
for
position.
everyone, but he was. It took a long time for him to understand this.
Yeah, you don't own the pool. You made it. You gave it to the world. Thank you for
right.
your service.
That's right.
It's not yours. All right, guys, we've been at this for over an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
We got anything else to cover, or?
It's been a good discussion, guys.
Yeah,
Really
no, it's
appreciate
great.
everybody jumping on here and contributing. It's been awesome.
Yeah, and I know Ben would have liked to probably join us, but you know the dude is he is busier than a one-legged man in a butt cooking contest.
Yeah.
Bane is actually in the White House taking some shots, taking
Probably,
some
yeah.
wines with Trump. So
Yeah, I think so. I think
Smoking
so.
cigars and drinking whiskey. Yeah.
Right.
Playing golf.
Yeah.
What do you guys
All right.
think about M3 meme 33 with respect to Ben's comment about developing a kind of reputation system? You think that's got legs? I really like it. I think about reputation a lot, though.
It's definitely an interesting idea, interesting concept.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
and I don't think anyone's really done anything like that. So I think
It's really
cool.
hard to hook in and make
Yeah.
something that people
Yeah.
use so that you actually generate your own data. But like, I feel like reputation systems on the internet are kind of broken.
Yeah.
And
Let the
there's some
transaction
really,
speak for the reputation, right? I think it's a great idea.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
We'll see where that
I
goes, I
really like
guess.
the scoring system, but I think I think there's a lesson learned from Pump AI, because like I think if we will do something which is kind of depends on like if you make people hold something or stake something, you and if you're doing some kind of reputation thing, you do like of course it's not everything, like but you still do people to do something. And I think we should be really cautious on what airdrops we include in this like reputation system, because sometimes I think I'm not sure. I'm not saying this happened for sure, but I'm just saying that it can happen. That someone who is not really genuine themselves kind of expects people to hold because of this score. So I think if we do reputation thing a lot, we need to be absolutely very cautious on who we allow to launch for this. At least like I know it's complicated to check someone's reputation in this manner, but we need to only have trusted teams on there, so people feel comfortable and not disappointed in holding overall.
Yeah. Yeah, it needs
Pretty
to be
expensive,
used
high
carefully.
score right now.
Yeah. All right.
That's a good point, Gosha. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. What do you think, HMC? You gonna take us out?
Yeah, I think we're done. We got a little song it's called Meteora Advance to close us out. Just some jams and some metal. Thank you guys, everybody. It's been awesome. So we'll see you maybe, I don't know,
Next weekend.
We'll take care.
Yeah. See you guys.
See you guys.
Thank you, guys.
see you guys. Thank you.
shared. Battle tactics always prepared. Forge the path, victory we claim. Ride the waves, no one's tame. Tactical mind, fierce and proud. Echoes of these roars shouting loud. Together we march, unbreakable chain. Honor one, feast again. With every swing, with every stride, earn it all, feel the pride. Meteora's call, hear the sound. Triumph's ours, stand our ground.